Hey guys, what's going on? Michael right here. Just making this quick little video to compare these two Instagram services right here. The first one being Plixi.com and the second one being the Instagram Mass Story Viewer tool, Wolfgrowth.com. Okay, so let's just start with Plixi first. Plixi, as you can see right here on the website, pretty standard. Like most Instagram growth services, grow your Instagram without bots or spam. This is pretty much what they're all saying. Pretty much saying these followers are 100% real, and they do offer a 1-day free trial. By the way, to let you guys know, I've tried both of these services out, and they are both working. I have to say that they're both working. So none of this is like a scam, or they're going to run away with your money. This is not the case at all. So you don't have to worry about that. But there are pretty big differences between these two services, so be sure to stay to the end of this video to really understand what's better. And yeah, so first of all, what I noticed about Plixi is that they do not really disclose in detail what they're actually doing. They're not actually saying how they're doing it. What they're pretty much just saying is, that Plixi is using a combination of paid advertising, nano interactions, niche data clusters, whatever that is, and real human activity to grow your Instagram followers organically. So what you guys have to understand about these Instagram growth services, okay? If they're talking a lot of, fancy stuff, that's pretty much, I don't want to say a red flag, but it is kind of like almost like a red flag, because at the end of the day, when we talk about Instagram growth, it's not rocket science, right? So there's a few different methods that you can use to actually grow an Instagram account. One is like the follow for follow method. The second one is obviously being paid advertising, as they're saying they're going to do that for you right here, which I highly doubt when we look at the pricing though, because the pricing is very cheap. And if you use paid advertising, we all know how expensive paid advertising is. But what I'm basically saying is, if they're throwing around a bunch of like these like terms, these complicated terms and stuff like that, you have to understand it's all marketing. This is not pretty much what they're just going to do is they're just going to take your Instagram account, and follow a bunch of people. But they will do that based on the targets you give them, and the certain usernames, certain hashtags, just the way it goes. When you go to the pricing, as you can see right here, that's what I was talking about. It's pretty cheap. When we go to the monthly pricing plans right here, the Pro plan, which they say is the most popular one, is $99 a month, okay? And what they do is they promise you 2,500 up to 3,500 followers a month, and they're saying, guaranteed follower increase in 40 days, or we will refund you. By the way, keep in mind, they're not saying that they will refund you if they don't get you this amount of followers, but they're saying if you don't get any more, like if you don't increase the followers at all, like even if it's just the 1 follower or 2 followers, they will refund you. So that's kind of like, it's a nice little refund guarantee, but it's not actually saying anything. So the pricing for this amount of followers is actually pretty cheap. $100 for like 2,500 or 3,500 real followers. That would actually be pretty good. Right? So there's no way they're going to use paid advertising to make this happen. They are relying on, the follow for follow method, and logging into your account, managing your account pretty much, and engaging with targeted people for you on your behalf. That's pretty much how all of these Instagram services work. Yeah, and it's exactly what I said right here. Story views and reaction. They do view stories and they react to stories. They do comment liking, which means they will take certain accounts in your, that you gave them in your niche, and they will like their comments. So these accounts will actually check you out, and then they will, follow you. But same with post likes, and they don't say it right here, but probably also do follow for follow, right? And the good thing is that they actually mention story views and reactions, because the way it looks right here is that they're doing this manually, right? So now imagine you could actually do this on a massive scale. Right now, imagine you could go out there and view tens of thousands of Instagram stories every single day, and you wouldn't really rely on like a service that you have to pay every month, and you just give your Instagram account to someone else. But you can all do that from your own Instagram account, just directly connected to Instagram, and there's nothing in between, right? So now that's kind of where Wolfgrowth comes into play, because Wolfgrowth is an Instagram mass story viewing tool that 100% specializes in the whole Instagram mass story viewing and liking and engagement method, okay? So it's a complete AI-based organic growth tool, and it's the most important thing, guys. It's a SaaS. So what that means is software as a service. So all you got to do is you got to sign up, you get your account key, you get your login, your username, your password, and then you're ready to go. And you're going to be seeing something like this. This is going to be your dashboard on wolfgrowth.com. As you can see, I'm personally using Wolfgrowth. You can see I got a bunch of accounts added. For this example right here, I want to do this with my main account right here. As you can see, by the way, you can follow me at Michael_GoHard. This is my main account right here. You got 80,800 followers. And the funny thing is, I'm not even active. I'm not really actively using this account, like in terms of like posting and stuff like that. I post a few stories here and there. I just posted this AI stuff a few months ago when it was trending. But what I'm trying to say is, like, this method does work for all kinds of accounts. You don't, it does work. Obviously, it's better if your account looks good and has a few nice pictures, but this works for any types of accounts, any niche, any whatever. It doesn't really matter, okay? So all you got to do is you got to go ahead, and what you wouldn't do is once you sign up, you will click add account, and it will basically look like this. You just type in username, password, and then you got email verification, where Instagram sends you an email with a code that you can type in, and then it connects you to the software. And they got a bunch of features right here, but the most important one obviously is the Mass Story Engager Pro tool. Okay, so once you're in Wolfgrowth, you go to this tool right here, and there you will see your accounts listed, right? You will go click on the account that you want to use, and then all you got to do is you got to type in your targets, which are usually either usernames or hashtags, preferably both, obviously, but it always works better with usernames, so please be sure to always use usernames, okay? All you got to do is right here, you have different targeting options. Obviously, they will allow you to target people based on users' followers, real feed likers, post likers, hashtags, and stuff like that. But as I said, it's always better to use followers, right? So now, depending on your niche, you want to give Wolfgrowth a bunch of Instagram usernames that are popular in your niche. So for example, if I'm in the entrepreneur niche right here, it's Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, Tim Ferriss, all of these types of people, their followers could potentially like my profile and then actually follow me if I view their stories. And the good thing about it is also that Wolfgrowth, it doesn't just simply engage with their followers, with these people's followers, but it pretty much lets the AI, the artificial intelligence, pick out the people who are engaging with these accounts the most. So it's not just viewing random people's stories, but it's viewing the stories of people who are liking these people's comments, these people's posts, who are liking their videos, their reels and stuff like that, who are commenting on their posts and all these things, right? So it only engages with the people that have the highest engagement rates, okay? So now, once you typed in your targets right here and added them, you want to go to the story actions, okay? And what happens right here is you can pretty much tell the software, you can tell Wolfgrowth to go out there and view tens of thousands of stories every single day simply by checking these boxes right here, right? So if you got a new account, I would always recommend just go with view stories first of all, just to get a little feel for it. And then you can also enable like stories, right? Where pretty much the software will go out there and even like these people's stories, which is even better because, imagine liking thousands of stories of every single day. People are going to get a notification if they got it enabled, which most people have. They will get a notification, seeing that you actually like their story, and they will check out your profile and they will follow you if they want to do that, okay? So also what's amazing is that all of these people that you're going to get are 100% real all the time, which you never really know when you use services like this because, you never know if they throw a bunch of bot followers in there just to make it look better. You never know that, but with this service right here, you can only get real followers because you are viewing the stories of people, and they have to come to you and check you out and then decide to follow you. So there can't be no bots or whatever in there because bots wouldn't care if you watch their story and then go follow you. That's not how it works, okay? Once you've done that, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Just go down right here, click active, click save, and then it will pretty much start right away. and then you can go to the stats tab, and you can see how many stories you're viewing every single day right here. Okay, as you can see right here, we viewed like 16,600 stories, and we liked 1,580 stories that day alone. And just imagine how many followers you're getting with this. I'm getting around like maybe like 200 followers every single day just by doing this. And that's for an account that's not even that active. Now imagine if you have, you know, an account that's like super active, that's posting reels, that's like, you know, posting stories all the time and stuff like that, and it's posting all the time, and it actually looks attractive in a certain niche. Obviously, it also depends a lot on what kind of niche you're in. Certain niches do better, certain niches do worse. It's just depending on individual engagement rates of the certain niche, right? So that being said, guys, this is pretty much how it works. If I have to give you guys a final verdict, I would definitely say that, you know, Wolfgrowth.com definitely wins when it comes to overall service, overall quality of followers, overall, like, you know, what they do, and how it actually works. You know, that being said, though, I don't want to say Plixi is bad. Plixi can also be a good solution if you're just, you know, trying to get a few more followers right there. But you can definitely 100% get way more real, highly targeted followers with Wolfgrowth. So in my opinion, Wolfgrowth is the actual winner right here. So guys, if you like the video, be sure to give it a like. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.